Hello, I'm Brody Hutchinson, and for my midterm, I decided to do the Chicago White Sox for my revenue growth plan. My strategic focus is to rebuild fan trust, sell flexibility, and package sponsor value. So, why I chose the Chicago White Sox? The White Sox are a strong case because the problem is clear. The team has a history, a loyal fan base, a major city market, but recent performance has hurt interest. They won a World Series about 20 years ago, and ever since then they've just been pretty mediocre, but it's a Chicago sports team. I mean, you expect grit, compassion, at least a little bit of fight, and as of recently, the start of this 2026 season, we have been seeing that. So it's great to see, and it's just I chose the White Sox because it's like why the Cubs get all the glory? You know what I'm saying? Like, but recent records of the Chicago White Sox has not been good. In 2024, they finished 41 and 121, which is a modern MLB loss record. And the Rockies, I'm pretty sure, almost beat that last year. And in 2025, they finished 60 and 102. Better, but still last in the AL Central, which is their division. That is in the combined, those two seasons combined, they had 101 wins. And in one season alone, they had 102. And due to that horrible play that they have been showing these past couple of years, their attendance, their average home attendance is 18,000, just over. And this just creates a realistic challenge. How can the franchise sell hope, experiences, and business value while the baseball side rebuilds? I mean, I'm not expecting the White Sox to just all of a sudden be, 100 win, 80 win, 90 win MLB franchise, but I feel like there's ways to capitalize on this franchise and get more sponsorships and fans in the door. I mean, it's the White Sox. I mean, they have the coolest, I'll just say, aura about them, I feel like. I mean, black and white. I mean, it's just tough. It's gritty. I mean, you go out on that field. I mean, you're used to going on a field during when the White Sox had Frank Thomas and everything, that you were scared. I mean, these boys were ruthless, but I still feel like they got that in them. So the situation snapshot is the main business problem. Fan trust has been damaged. After a historic losing season, the sales team has to sell more than just wins. It has to sell experience, flexibility, community, and future upside. Attendance has room to grow. Their stadium rate field seats over 40,000, and the average 2025 attendance was just over 18,000. So, I mean, there's got some room to fit. That means empty seats can become revenue opportunities. Sponsors need clear value. Brands are more likely to invest when packages include digital content, community activation, and measurable audience data, not just signage. There's got to be more to it. You got to get, well, I'll get to in a second, but you got to get these companies more involved than just being a poster on their back wall. I mean, they need to do something more. They need to generate some more revenue. Their win-loss trend has been horrific, and the plan should reduce dependence on winning alone. Sales can position the ballpark as entertainment, community, networking, and the Chicago experience. The strategic goal and target customers. Revenue objectives. Increase average attendance by 1,500 to 2,500 fans per game. So that would put it around, just starting off, trying to get the average fan home attendance to about 19,500 to 21,000. I'm just trying to at least get half the stadium filled. We at least got to, fix that problem and try to do that. And improve season ticket renewal with flexible benefits. creates new sponsor inventory tied to digital and community programs, and try to build a younger fan pipeline for long-term growth. I know, speaking from experience as a Braves fan, they do a great job of getting the kids invested with the franchise. They have kids and family nights at least once a week, it seems like, and there's so much to do outside the stadium and inside the stadium for kids. I mean, once I went to a Braves game, that was that. I mean, it was such an experience, and I wanted to go to more Braves games and be a Braves fan for life. So the target segments is we're aiming for young professionals, families, local businesses, schools, universities like Northwestern, former season ticket holders as well. These groups care about value, convenience, experience, and connection, not just standings. I mean, it's proven in that city that record does not matter. I mean, the Chicago Bulls have not been, they haven't been great since MJ, so let's say 98, 99, but they were at least prominent, at least a contender in the early 2010s. But really, ever since D Rose at 2015, the Bulls just MIA. They're just non-existent. But yet, I know for at least, I think, past 5 or 6 years, the Chicago Bulls average the highest NBA home attendance in the league. That's insane. I mean, you're beating out teams like the Lakers and the Celtics, the Warriors. The Warriors were there fighting with them for a while because of their dynasty, and they grew a lot of fans just by winning. But the Bulls, they haven't been winning, and yet they remain a consistent top of the league in average home attendance. I mean, that says something. That says that the city cares about the team even through hard times, and that there is opportunity to get more fans in the door if you're the White Sox. So my first recommendation is to launch a flexible Southside comeback pass. It's sell 5-game, 10-game, and weekend flex plans instead of pushing full season plans first. I mean, I know that's a problem with the Hawks. I talked about it in one of the discussions about how this guy who's selling me season tickets calls me every now and then and everything. And look, if it weren't for that guy, the Hawks are not great at doing these small plans, I feel like. Or at least advertising these small plans. Maybe they do, but not what I'd be seeing compared to the Braves. I mean, I swear every day there's a Braves game, I go on Instagram and I see an ad where it's a $10 college pass to go to a Braves game. All you have to do is take a picture of your school ID, and that's that, and you can get $10 tickets. So I feel like just pushing for full season, that's just not good, because that's the whole reason why me and my family stopped getting Hawks tickets, is because we did the full season plans, and then consistently year after year after year, it was kind of like the same team, same output, just nothing changed. If anything, the team got worse, and it was just less enjoyable. You weren't seeing growth from the team. And we probably would have been season ticket holders still, or we would be going to Hawks games still. We go like 1 or 2 times a year, but we probably, go to 10 games, maybe 5 games or something if they had these passes available, and they'd make up for everything. So my plan is for the White Sox is to include 1 concession credit, it's easy ticket exchange, and resale support for unused games. I was thinking of using the name Comeback Pass to frame buying as supporting the rebuild, not just buying tickets. When you're buying this is for Chicago. This is literally where I got this idea, and where I'm kind of getting this is trust the process. The Sixers, I mean, the fans, they were ride or die, the diehards, trust the process, and I mean, it didn't work out fully how they wanted, but Sixers are a contender, and they have been since they trusted the process and started the process. If I'm being honest, they had a couple shaky years, but ever since then, they've been good. But yeah, this how it grows revenue is it turns hesitant fans into entry-level buyers, creates upsell path to larger packages. My second recommendation is to build a student plus young professional pipeline. The Braves do a good job of this, as I said prior. I want to create a mobile-only Sox social pass with affordable standing room or upper-level seats. Cheap tickets. Get updates on your phone, because people are always on their phone, especially Gen Z, and that's what we're aiming for. So the plan is to partner with Chicago colleges, bars, gyms, and apartment communities for promo codes. I think a great idea is to add music nights, creator content, and post-game social events to make the game feel shareable. How it grows revenue is the plan is to fill seats that may otherwise go unsold and create future full plan buyers. I mean, just trying to make the most of an opportunity, and there's a huge opportunity with the White Sox. I just hope they do something. I mean, of course I can't do something, but I hope they do something, because this is just, it's the White Sox. Come on. My third recommendation is turn theme nights into sponsored back events. Create repeatable Chicago nights, events built around neighborhoods, food, music, and local culture. Get the businesses involved. Sell group packages to schools, youth teams, nonprofits, and local employers. I know the Chicago Bulls do a great job of this. I always see posts from them getting involved with youth teams and nonprofit organizations, going to hospitals. I mean, the Bulls are great at this, and the fans give back. I mean, it's a family with the Bulls in Chicago, and the plan is to make that more solid, make a more solid family with Chicago and the White Sox, because it's compared to the Cubs, it's a bit low, so it's a bit weak. But yeah, the plan is to attach a sponsor to each event so the night has both ticket revenue and partnership revenue. And how it grows is combines ticket blocks, concessions, merchandise, and sponsor activation. My fourth recommendation is to package sponsorships around measurable value. Move beyond basic signage and sell integrated packages in park, social media, email, hospitality, and community. Give sponsors clear data after each campaign, reach attendance, leads, QR scans, and fan engagement. And to pitch Chicago-based brands that match the White Sox integrity, that grit, that comeback community, and loyalty. That's what the Bulls do very well as well. So just hope to get that going with the White Sox. How it grows revenue is to make partnerships easier to justify internally, because brands see results. Brands gotta see results, and if they see results, then attention. My fifth recommendation is to create a Southside Business Club. Sell small business memberships that include group tickets, networking rights, and networking nights, and sponsor-like benefits. Offer affordable packages below major sponsorship prices so local companies can still participate. Include recognition on digital boards, social content, and business-to-business events at Rate Field. How it grows revenue is creates a new revenue tier between normal group sales and full sponsorships. My implementation plan is a simple plan that sales team can execute in one season. Preseason starts with building offers, train reps on objections, create sponsored decks, and load customer relationship management segments. Get the data and see where we can go from there. Opening month plan is to launch the Comeback Pass, Student Pass, and first sponsored back theme nights. Because opening month's such a great time too, because especially for college students, school's about to be out, so I know for me at least, when baseball season came back in Jacksonville for the Jumbo Shrimp, I was going to games probably once a week, honestly. I mean, I had the time, and yeah. Um, yeah, student pass and first sponsored back theme nights. We're gonna roll that out, and then in the mid season, we target buyers, upsell group leaders, host business club events, and send sponsor reports. The end of season renewal push is to use customer behavior to renew, upgrade, and convert, from going from single game buyer to flex plan, to season plan, to premium/group package. Just taking one step at a time, just climbing a ladder. You just don't want to swing for the fences. I feel like that's where a lot of teams go wrong. Not gonna diss, but Miami Marlins. You just gotta start small. I mean, if the product, what you're putting on the field, isn't great, you have to combat that some way. I mean, you can't have bad product on the field and horrible deals and packages and stuff like that. Miami Marlins. So the plan is just to slowly, over time, just be right in the middle. Expected revenue impact. The plan adds 2,000 fans per home game. The extra annual tickets at 81 home games would be 162,000. If we sell the tickets at $30 net average, the ticket revenue would be $4.9 million. With the food and retail at $14 per fan, that would be about $2.3 million. These are just assumptions, $30 net, $14 per cap spend. It goes into another thing with concessions and doing concession deals with, beer packages and, just basic popcorn snacks, I would say, like, Cracker Jacks, pretzels, nachos, and popcorn, but plus the sponsorship upside, this new event sponsors, business club memberships, and additional campaign packages could add new revenue without needing a playoff team immediately. That's really just where we got to start from. I mean, I'm not expecting the Chicago White Sox to immediately be a playoff team and needing them to be a playoff team. And that's what we're working around. So they're in a competitive division. So just starting off small and trying to get the community and fans involved and businesses. That's what it's all about. We got to start with that, and then, atmosphere changes things. I mean, I know, for example, like Charlotte Hornets, they've been abysmal for a while. But earlier this season, they started integrating like college students more and fans more, and games were getting packed, and there was an environment and a culture with Charlotte and the Hornets, and the team just fed off that, it felt like, and they made a playoff push. They went from a team that should be a top 3 pick in the lottery and has no chance or no way in hell of making the playoffs to playoffs, just based on environment. That's what we need to build, is just an environment with the White Sox, because they're crosstown rivals. The Cubs have a really good environment. This is the potential risk and how to handle them. The first risk is too many discounts could weaken the brand, but how to management is using limited windows, student-only offers, and value-added perks instead of constant price cuts. The second risk could be fans still focusing on losing, but the way we have to management is just to sell the full experience. For example, the Braves do a great way with selling experience with the Battery, and it's a whole night. You'll get there like 2 hours, 3 hours before the game, because there's stuff to do, and it's just a community and a culture. So we have to sell the full experience, food, events, community, and being part of the rebuild. Third possible risk is sponsors worry about negative perception being tied to a losing franchise potentially. If it keeps going this way with how the team's performing in recent years, And how to management is just provide measurable value and positive community-driven activations. The fourth potential risk is first-time buyers do not need to renew. And we just use that customer relationship management follow-up, the data, thank you messages, upgrades, and personal offers. Just being constant communication, just checking in. Key idea is use discounts as a door opener, not the entire strategy. Just, hey, give them a little taste. Hey, I like this. Hey, why don't you come back? That's the whole plan. My final takeaway is the White Sox do not need to wait for a perfect season to grow revenue. By selling flexibility, community, fan experiences, and measurable sponsor value, the team can rebuild trust while creating new revenue streams. The 5-point plan is flex tickets, young fans, theme nights, measurable sponsorships, business club. I hope you enjoyed my revenue growth plan about the Chicago White Sox, and have a great night.